So how do you check if a product is seasonal and has peak periods? So let's take this gold cup, for example. So we've already done a search here for gold plastic cups, as you can see over here, and we've already run Jungle Scout. So there's two methods to do this. One way is using Jungle Scout and one way is using Google Trends. So what we would do is we would find the most relevant product. So let's take this one, for instance. It has 33 reviews, which means it indicates it's been around for a short period of time. And all we would do is need to click on sales. So this is not enough data as it only lasts over a 2-month period. So this is something that I would initially ignore and take a look at the next product. So this looks like something similar. Let's have a look. So as you can see here, the demand had dropped. So this is the amount of sales that they were selling every single month. The demand had dropped there. That may be due to a price increase, or they were running out of stock and increasing the price so they could slow down the sales. So overall, this is not enough information. So let's try and go to the next one over here. Let's try this one. So what we can see here is this has information from November. As you can see, in January it dropped. That could be a seasonal type thing. However, they're still selling 217 in the month of January and has been increasing ever since. And that is a very, very good sign. So you could do that for several of these to make sure that there aren't any major drops that are very consistent. What I would do is, if you go to the bottom right here, which says Google Trend Report, or you could go to Google Trends, just click on this, and Google Trends will show you the interest over time. Now this is an index, it's just an index of demand and how many people search this specific key term over here, gold plastic cups, and they grade it between 0 and 100. So if we're selling in the United States, we want to make sure that we're covering only the United States over the past 12 months. And what you can see here is a pretty steady line with some drops here where it goes to 0. That's in the start of December, but relatively stable throughout of the year. What you could also do if you wanted is check the past 5 years, which sometimes is not very relevant. If the chart looks like this shows that there is a consistent demand with very few weeks or a very few months within the year that has a low demand. I tend to check it over the 5 years and check it over the 12-year period just to make sure. So even if we were to type in gold cups, let's see if there's any difference. You can see very similar, very steady throughout the year, and this is ideally what you're looking for. If there is a slow upwards curve, that's also very good. It means the demand over time is increasing, but all we're doing is just making sure that this number is not hitting the 0 mark over a long period of time. If that is the case, then you have a seasonal product, and it means that through that period there is very, very low demand and you ideally want to stay away from it. So that shows you whether your product is seasonal and if you have any peak periods.